Hey everybody, it's Sunday morning, May 3rd, around 9 a.m. Sun is shining. I'm not sure about the temperature, but it feels like it's in the mid 70s, perhaps 80. It's going to be a hot one today, I can tell you that for sure. But I'm going to do a little garden update, try to get it done. It's a little breezy out here, so I'm afraid that the wind might um, be a little too much, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm out front because there's a lot of things going on out front I thought I'd show you. It's a work in progress. It needs to be weeded, but we're going to give it a shot here. All right, I'm going to turn you back around so I can see what's going on here. And this is my front porch. Pardon me. Got a little bit of sinus there today, so I apologize for the coughing. This is one of my side flower beds, and as you can see, it's definitely weedy, but I planted some sunflowers that are going to go up the side of the house, and hopefully they will bloom later this summer. The boxwood that they planted before I moved in looking good. Not sure what kind of shrub this is, not sure if I like it, but it's staying where it's at for now. Behind it I planted, oh, where'd they go? I thought they were there. I planted a couple more sunflowers, but I don't see it's like they got dug up or something. I'll have to check that out. They may have gotten dug up. And that's pretty grass. Not sure what kind of grass that is. If anybody knows what kind of grass that is, let me know. I'd appreciate it. And this is one of my little containers that I bought on Facebook Marketplace and painted. I really like it. They aren't going to last more than maybe 2 years because they're pretty shot, but for 2 years it's going to be pretty. And we have loads and loads of nasturtiums. I don't see any buds on this one. It just seems to be all leaves. And then that's sweet alyssum. And then these are my zinnias. And I see that we've got some buds going on. They look kind of raggedy. They got bit by the cold when I first put them out here. But we'll see how they go. I did plant a couple more zinnia seeds in here. So if those don't work out, there's some more coming up. And then back in here is some calendula. It hasn't shot up any blooms yet. And over here, these are my coneflowers that I planted from seed. I don't think they'll do much this year, but at least they're going. And then I just recently threw some seeds in here, and they're starting to come up. This is, and now I'm having the brain farts again. Oh gosh, it'll come to me. I have such horrible time with that. It is Cosmos. That's what it is. It's Cosmos. I bought this last fall, and I don't remember what it was, and I've lost a tag. But it looks like it's getting ready to bloom too. And then we have some chamomile and another herb that I bought last fall, but I don't know what it is. Don't remember. And those are my wallflowers that I started from seed. They're looking really good, turning out really nice. And then we have our irises I brought from Ohio, and the one that bloomed up has been spent, and I cut it down, and I got another surprise. There's another one that shot up, so it should be blooming in the next couple of days. So I have some more iris blooms. I love irises. I'm going to get more and plant them. I think I'll plant them on the side of the house where it's sunny. And some more calendula. And then I planted some more cosmos down here. I made myself a new flower bed. This is a new bed that I did myself. That was grass there before. I just put down some cardboard boxes and some of the soil that's left over, and then put some rocks around it. We have plenty of rocks in this yard, so I did it that way. I need to get some wood chips in here and mulch. That's probably going to be something I do this evening. It's going to be hot today, so I'm not going to do too much yard work today. And then I'm going to swing around over here. This is my English, I always want to say English ivy, and it's not ivy. English lavender. God, maybe I'm getting, dementia here because I can't get my words. But okay, we have our herbs over there. We've got rosemary, tarragon, and the oregano is looking kind of poopy. I don't know what's going on with that oregano. And it needs to straighten up there, or I'm going to have to reseed it. But the lavender's doing really, really well. I'm really happy with that lavender. And over here to the other flower bed, which I haven't done much to. But we have a whole bunch of beautiful nasturtiums that are blooming. Aren't those pretty? They just are gorgeous. I really love that color. And some more sweet alyssum. And these zinnias are doing really, really nice. Nice and full. Look great. I think those are, maybe there's some buds in there, but I don't see any flower buds yet. And then this nasturtium, it's variegated. It's kind of struggling. We'll see how it does. It's struggling. I also planted some more, if you can see them in there, some more zinnias. So those should be coming up too. And then back over here, I planted some more sunflowers. So those will be coming up. I'm going to have to thin those out. And then last fall I planted this Russian sage. It has pretty purple blue flowers, but it hasn't started to flower yet. But it did come back up, which I was really happy with. And then over here I'm growing what is known as a spaniel mix. The variety's name is Rory, and she is what we call a Velcro dog. Everywhere I'm at, she has to follow. So she freaks out when I'm out front and she's in the back. We'll just go in the back this way. You ready to go back there and see what we're going to be shooting? Close this gate here. And this is my new fence that I paid buku bucks for. Alright, and eventually this jungle out here, I think I'm going to make into a shade garden. I'm going to have in there some hostas and some all sorts of shade loving flowers, some bleeding hearts, and it's called lamium or lamium. It's dead nettle and it's real pretty. Put some of that in here. That'll be all for future use. I gotta clean out all the junk out of here. See all that junk over there that people just threw over. And we're heading over here to the big garden. And we'll show you what we're going to go on over here. I just watered a few minutes ago, so everything's kind of wet and fresh. Pardon me. This is my squash, and it's looking pretty good. Ooh, that sun. Wow. This is the zucchini right here. And then this is the Italian, I think I'd call it Cocozelle, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, De Napoli. And some nasturtiums, which aren't doing that great. And a zinnia that's not looking so good, but it does have a flower coming in. And then over here is some more cocozelles. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But then back in the back here is another zucchini. So these are looking good, ready to go rock and roll. I'm going to switch over here to the tomato bed, which there is my purple green beans. I think these are the royal purples. They're looking really, really good. And then we move on over to a Bonnie Best, which is looking okay. And some basil, which got bit in that cold patch that we had about 3 weeks ago, but it's starting to snap back. And another Bonnie Best. And some more basil. Okay, now here we come to what I need to make a decision on. Right there. This one and this one. At what point do you just call it? What point do you just call the time of death and pull up your tomatoes? These are just, they're not growing. They're not dying, but they're not looking good either. But they look pretty bad. And they're about the same size as they were when I planted them. And they're kind of a sickly looking color. And I'm trying to decide. I've been putting some kelp stuff on them. I have some fish emulsion. I'm going to try that. But at what point do you just call it dead and pull them? I haven't given up yet, but I'm getting close. And then I have a marigold there. And then the basil that got bit, I replanted seeds. And there's one right there. I think that's a basil. I'm not positive. But over here, oh, the sun's in the way. Let's get you over there and see if you can see that better. There we go. You can see that. I have that's some holy basil there. And it's coming up really good. I just planted some new seeds and trying to keep them babied along. And some more holy basil right in there. And this is a San Marzano tomato. That's looking good. Another marigold. And another tomato that, this is a San Marzano that I need to decide what to do with. It's not doing anything. And I'm thinking it's probably going to die too. This is some Greek dwarf basil, and it's looking pretty good. There's some over there, and some over there. It got bit by the cold, but it's snapping back. And then we have this is a San Marzano, and it's looking fantastic. Looking really good. So I don't understand that versus that. Same variety. Grew them at the same time. Put them in the same bed. I don't understand. There's another San Marzano. It's looking okay. Not too bad. And then two more San Marzanos that are looking really, really good. And over here is my cantaloupe. And I'm going to have to thin it out, but they're looking good. I'm going to wait until we get our first true leaves to thin it out and see which ones I'm going to keep. And they will go and grow up this trellis here. Hopefully all the way up. I'm really excited to see that happen. So I'm going to swing you around here, and we're going to look at the pepper bed. But first, we will look at, this is my Kajari melons. They're on the other side of the trellis, and they're looking really nice too. More marigolds. And here's some of my peppers. They have been kind of scrawny, and I think something got at them, but I've been spraying some insecticidal soap, so I'm hoping that helps. This one is the Jimmy Nardellos. And then these are corbachis, and they're looking better. They're getting some green leaves, and they're getting some height on it. And then these over here are my paprika peppers. And they're all looking really, really good. Getting some height, getting some plenty of leaves here. And then there's a kind of a scrawny marigold. And a marigold in the middle there. And there's a marigold over there. That is getting ready to bloom. And over to the other side are my bells. These are just all sweet peppers. And they were looking kind of scrawny too. Something was eating at them. I kept coming out and finding leaves down. You can see on this one really well how it has just eaten the leaves up off of that. So I've been spraying with insecticide soap, and hopefully that'll help. I haven't seen any bugs, so I'm thinking that they're little tiny mites or something. But those are looking pretty good now. And then my green beans, these are my contender green beans. And they're looking really, really nice. I'm really happy with my green beans. And over here in the last bed, this is it's got sunflowers and my asparagus patch. So these I started with seed. I don't know if you can see it moving around in the wind. This one has got a bunch of new growth. And then there's some new growth there, and some new growth there. So they're doing really well. Sunflowers are in the back. Those over there are doing really nicely. And we keep going. So those are going to look good in probably another month or so. They look really nice. But the asparagus is hanging in there, so I'm happy with that. Alright, what else have we got going on in the garden here? Oh yeah, the garlic. Before I go into the garlic, there's some more zinnias here in the end here, and they're getting ready to pop with some flowers. Those will look really pretty. Carrots are looking excelente. Very, very nice carrots. I just watered, so they're kind of bent over. But those carrots are looking really, really good. Really nice carrots. Now the garlic, the sad garlic, I don't know what to say about this. I don't think I'm going to get much out of this. I have another month to go before I can pull them. And they're all looking really wimpy and really sad. And most of them are skinny. So I pulled a couple the other day just to see how they were going. And there's one right there. That's the original bulb that I planted. So they are obviously not ready to go. Those are my sacrificial lambs. I don't know whether I'm really going to get much out of this or not. I do have a couple healthy plants. This one here has a nice thick stalk and it's all green. But I have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 out of this entire bed that look like they're going to be decent. So I'm really, really disappointed in my garlic. I grew it for the first time last year, and everything came up and it was successful, and I thought, well, this is the easiest thing I've ever grown in my life. So I moved to Texas and I'm having trouble with it. I'm struggling. So if anybody has any tips, fertilizing it or whatever, I'd appreciate you telling me, because I'm just very disappointed. Totally. All right, I think that's all for my garden. It's looking really, really good. It's going to be a hot day. We're going to be in the 90s. We have 2 more today, and Monday I think are going to be in the 90s, high 90s. And then Tuesday there's going to be a cold front coming through. And I don't know if we're going to have rain, but it's going to cool things down to the 80s. And by Mother's Day, we will be in the 70s. So we'll have a really nice Mother's Day. So anyway, that's my garden update. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.